Ji, Assalamu alaikum. This is Farhan Shakil from the Republic 2.0, and today's topic is friction from the section 1 of Cambridge O-level physics. So, सबसे पहली बात कि friction होती क्या है? What is friction? How you are going to define friction? So, whenever you're talking about friction, so friction is the force. Friction एक ऐसी force है of resistance. Friction is the force of resistance whenever, जब कभी, two bodies, whenever two bodies rub over each other. Whenever two bodies rub over each other, the resulting thing is friction. ठीक है, जब भी दो surfaces, for example, आपके पास एक ये block है and then you've got this block. So if you look at these surfaces, अगर आप इन surfaces को देखते हैं through the microscope, you'll see a certain type of cold welts. Cold welts यानी pits होते हैं इन surface के ऊपर. They're not perfectly smooth. इनके ऊपर एक खास किस्म के pits होते हैं. So whenever they're gonna rub over each other, these cold welts, इनको आप कहते हैं cold welts. These cold welts will slip over each other, stuck हो जाएंगे एक दूसरे के अंदर, जिसकी वजह से ये smoothly rub नहीं हो सकते. At there would be some sort of a force of resistance, which also opposes motion, right? This also opposes motion. Why? Because cold welt जो है वो एक दूसरे के अंदर stuck हो जाते हैं और उनके stuck होने की वजह से the objects cannot rub upon each other. So that is how you're going to define friction because it opposes some sort of motion. After this thing, we need to talk about कुछ examples की बात कर लेते हैं. For example, whenever you're walking, जब कभी आप चल रहे हो, there is a friction. Whenever the car is being driven along a road, तो tires और roads के दरमियान जो force होती है, that is the friction, right? Whenever the birds are, flipping their wings, तो जो birds हैं, उनके पास जो wings हैं, those wings, जब वो उनको flip करते हैं air के अंदर, so there is air friction as well. So these are the examples of friction, and all of them do oppose motion. अब बात कर लेते हैं कुछ कुछ टाइप्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन की कि हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शंस वी हैव गॉट. तो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द सर्कमस्टांसेस देयर आर टू डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. अगर आप सबसे पहली बात कर लें एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट की, यानी टाइप ऑफ फ्रिक्शंस ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट, ऑन द basis of area of contact. So if you're talking about the area of contact, there are two types of friction. One of them is the rolling friction, जिसमें एक सरफेस दूसरी सरफेस के ऊपर रोल कर रही होती है जैसे टायर्स. एंड वन ऑफ देम इज द स्लाइडिंग फ्रिक्शन, जब एक सरफेस दूसरी सरफेस के ऊपर स्लाइड कर रही होती है, लाइक व्हेन एवर यू अप्लाई ब्रेक्स, द टायर्स स्लाइड ओवर द रोड, राइट? सो रोलिंग फ्रिक्शन इज when one surface when one surface rolls over another, जब एक सरफेस दूसरी सरफेस के ऊपर क्या करेगी, रोल करेगी. और स्लाइडिंग फ्रिक्शन क्या होती है, when one surface, जब एक सरफेस slides over another, when one surface slides over another. Now, first of all, you need to remember, याद रखें कि rolling friction में there is a less area of contact between the two forces as compared to the sliding friction. तो क्योंकि इसके ऊपर less area of contact and you can even imagine that as well, तो यहाँ पर ये बात आपको याद रखनी पड़ेगी कि जी friction during rolling is less than friction during sliding, राइट? इसीलिए जब भी आप ब्रेक अप्लाई करते हैं गाड़ी की, तो अल्टीमेटली आप क्या करते हैं, यू कन्वर्ट रोलिंग फ्रिक्शन इनटू द स्लाइडिंग फ्रिक्शन. एंड एज सून एज यू कन्वर्ट रोलिंग फ्रिक्शन इनटू स्लाइडिंग फ्रिक्शन, तो गाड़ी के ऊपर रेजिस्टिव फोर्सेस ज्यादा हो जाती हैं, जिसकी वजह से इट कम्स टू द स्टेट ऑफ रेस्ट, राइट? So that is how we talk about the sliding friction, and that is how we differentiate the sliding friction from the rolling friction. Is that clear? Now, इसकी आप ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मोशन भी इसको डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, फ्रिक्शन को ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मोशन. याद रखें कि अगर अभी आप रेस्ट पर हैं एंड यू जस्ट गॉट योरसेल्फ इनटू द मोशन, दैट टाइप ऑफ द फ्रिक्शन इज नोन एज द स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन. that type of friction is known as the static friction. It is a maximum value of the friction. Remember that whenever you've placed something on another body and both of the objects are at rest, what does that mean? That the object is applying the greatest force on that certain object. So that is why static friction is the maximum value of friction. And whenever you're talking about the second thing, after the static friction, you've got the dynamic friction. Whenever an object is moving with a uniform velocity over another surface, like the car is moving uniformly along the road, that type of a friction is known as dynamic friction. It is less than the maximum value, right? It is not the maximum value. Rather than that, it is less than the maximum value. So static friction is when an object is at the state of rest over another object so that it applies the maximum force. But whenever you're talking about the dynamic friction, when an object is moving with a uniform velocity over another surface, that type of a friction is known as dynamic friction when it is moving with a uniform velocity. So ये बात, we need to remember that uniform velocity and rest सिंगे. अब जो एक नेक्स्ट चीज है, थोड़ी सी एग्जांपल को डिटेल में हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि हाउ डज फ्रिक्शन हेल्प्स अस ड्राइविंग, और कैसे हम कार सेफ्टी को मेंटेन रख सकते हैं. हाउ कैन वी कीप द कार सेफ. So first of all, whenever you're talking about it, देखिए, let's talk about an example. This is a simple horizontal road. There is a car being driven, and for example, there is a bump right over here, right? As soon as the driver gonna see this bump, he'll take some reaction time to apply the brakes. The distance covered by the driver in that reaction time is known as the, उस distance को आप लोग क्या कहते हैं? That distance is known as the thinking distance. For example, वो यहाँ तक आ जाता है, the driver gets up till over here. इतना उसने सोचा. So the distance covered during this path is known as the thinking distance, right? Is known as the thinking distance. Now the driver applied brakes and the car would slows down until reaching this point, and that is known as, the distance which is covered during this time is known as the braking distance, is known as the braking distance. So when you add both of these distances, you will still be having stopping distance. So if you want to maintain the safety of your car, your thinking distance should be very small. अगर आपकी एज 50 से बड़ी है, for example, if you're greater than 50, what does that mean? That you would be having a lot of a high thinking distance. And if there is a high thinking distance, you would be covering very low braking distance, or might be the car would plunges down while passing through this bumper because you were unable to lower down the speed of the car in that specific time. So remember that stopping distance can always be calculated by using the thinking distance and the braking distance, right? Thinking distance is very important. This is the reflex time of the driver. If he's old enough or he's a poor eyesight, his reflex time would be bigger than comparatively, right? So that is how we talk about the safety of the car while during the driving. Apart from that, there is also one more thing that we need to care about. Whenever you apply brakes, what does really happen? That you convert, applying brakes का मतलब क्या है? कि आप convert कर रहे हैं rolling friction को, you're converting the rolling friction into sliding friction. और अगर ये काम आपने बहुत तेजी से किया, you've done that suddenly, you applied the whole brakes, in a very little amount of time, there are probable chances that your car would skid or slip. तो जब भी आपने कन्वर्ट करनी है फ्रिक्शन फ्रॉम रोलिंग टू स्लाइडिंग, इट मस्ट बी डन ग्रेजुअली, राइट? एक्सीडेंट ज्यादातर कब होते हैं? जब आप एकदम से ब्रेक अप्लाई करते हैं, you saw someone coming across your car at a very last moment and you just applied the brakes, and when you're going to apply the brakes, your car is supposed to be skidding or slipping because you didn't took the time to convert the rolling friction into the sliding friction. So these are the two precautions that we need to keep in mind whenever you're talking about thingies about the driving. Now the next thingy जो इस टॉपिक की आखिरी बात है, that was the terminal velocity. How would you define a terminal velocity? For example, अगर मैं एक बात करूं एक fog droplet की, these are the fog droplets. ये सारे हमारे पास एक fog droplets हैं. For example, इस fog droplet के ऊपर जाहिर सी बात है, everybody knows that there is a weight downward acting on this fog droplet, and apart from that, अपवर्ड अगर आप बात करेंगे तो दो किस्म की फोर्सेस हो सकती हैं. इट कुड आइदर बी एन अपथ्रस्ट प्लस ड्रैग. So it is the maximum, whenever you're talking about the terminal velocity, is a maximum constant velocity. It is a maximum constant velocity at which, ये एक maximum constant velocity है at which आपका weight must be equal to the sum of the upward and drag. There is no resultant force acting on it. So maximum constant velocity at which the resultant forces is equals to zero. तो इस वेलोसिटी को आप क्या कहते हैं? टर्मिनल वेलोसिटी, राइट? ये fog droplet, it would appear to be stationary, but it would still be moving with some uniform velocity. तो लेकिन फिर भी वो किसी ना किसी वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रहा होता है. सो दैट इज व्हाट वी नीड टू measure about terminal velocity. We need to keep that thing in mind, that is the maximum constant velocity at which there is no resultant force acting on zero, and wake done must be equals to upthrust and drag. So that is how we should be doing these things, and we have covered this friction. Okay, if you've got any question, you guys can just simply comment. We'll try to respond back. Thank you very much.